live. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Lazar. Welcome to the stream. I think I'm like a minute early, but that's okay. You can be 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes early if you want to be. Nobody can stop you. Hello and welcome. And I sure hope my microphone's working. It'd be really funny if I'm saying all this and there's no sound. Okay, good. I'm not muted. Whew! Brief moment of absolute stark terror right there. But hello, everybody. I just got dinged on the Discord. Oh, that's okay. That can ding me. Yeah, I'll look at that in a minute. All right. How's it going, guys? How you doing? I am just putting away the receipt for this week. And we will get started here. Okay, that's a bit much. Alright, one ding is okay. Multiple dings. Whoops. I didn't mean to hit that button, but apparently I did. What button even was that? I have no idea. I hit some button and it tried to adjust the volume or something. That's the crazy thing about technology. You never know what it's going to do. All right. Well, I got a bag full of stuff. My face, what I heard was yeah, sorry. StreamYard doesn't mute my Discord notifications like OBS does. So I just had to go mute some Discord notifications. Just for an hour. It'll be back to normal. But hopefully that's keeping everybody honest out there. Nobody's, sneaking off and being like, oh man, I'm going to be chatting on Discord. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm just getting the books together here so we can talk about them. I got this in the mail. You should check out my unboxing of this. It's the ending of Gogor. So if you don't remember, Gogor was a comic book that came out, 2020? And it was a lot of fun. It was a good all-ages title. Let's make this full screen. It was a good all-ages title. You could give to anybody. They'd have a good time. There was action. There was adventure. There was like some heartfelt stuff. And this is the Kickstarted ending of it because the book itself got canceled by Image Comics, which I didn't even know they actually canceled titles, but apparently they will, or something. I don't really know how it worked out. So I got the ending to the Gogor story, which means I'll probably have to go back and reread the other issues so I remember what the heck was going on. But yeah, there was an unboxing went up earlier today. You can go check that out. And brace your ears. Hey, yeah, I saw your comment. I think that was your comment earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, that was your comment earlier on the video. I was surprised to get it. I was not really expecting it. I mean, I'd seen a Kickstarter update or something that said, like, hey, some of you are getting your books. And then mine was just here. It was from Kablam, Indie Planet, whatever you want to call them. And I thought it was just a rags thing. I was like, oh, what's Brian Ball sending me now? Some more stuff I can't do an unboxing of because it's full of Ghibli bits flopping around? But instead, it was Gogor. Alright, we're going to do that thing where I start that countdown, so it may be kind of loud. You may need to brace your ears. You may need to cover your ears and go cry. But I like doing that little countdown thing because it's kind of fun. So we're going to do it. So here we go. Starting like now. Oh, hey, hi, hello, welcome back. I'm your host, Elizabeth, and as you can see, nothing has changed. I didn't touch anything over here. I was just like jamming to that bum 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 music, you know. Anyway, we are doing that new comic book day thing. You know, that thing where I go to the comic book store and I buy new comic books and then I don't read them and they end up piled up off camera just to the side until I read them, which hopefully is sooner rather than later, but there's like books right here that have been here for like a year. So who knows? Who knows? Now, I do all my comic book shopping. Well, most of my comic book shopping at Graham Cracker Comics. Graham Crackers, you go there on a Wednesday and you get not one, not two, but 3 books for free out of the what is now the $1 bin. I remember that was the 50-cent bin, man. Inflation has doubled the price of cheap comic books. The kind that they just will often throw away, you know? So get them while they're free. They're not worth anything, but at least they're free, and that makes it better. But what I got here, first book, you might remember a while back I did a review of X Mutants #1, and I should have took a picture of it. I got a notepad handy. Hold on, where's my notepad? Yeah, here's a notepad. All right. Whoa, sticky notes just went flying at me everywhere, dude. I don't even know where these came from. Apparently, I just got like sticky notepads just laying around here. So I've drawn like kind of a floor plan of the shop before. So it was like the sales counter, you know, is like right here. There's tables, and on the floor under the tables, you know, under here, not on here. This is like there's good stuff that you might actually want to buy up there, but underneath is where the 50-cent bin, or I'm sorry, the dollar bin is. But now my dude's got a table stood up right here, and all those boxes were on it, and I just started going through, and I saw this stuff, and I couldn't resist. I'm like, yeah, let's work on that Malibu collection that I'll never finish, but that I'm getting for free. Because that's kind of how I'm collecting like old Valiant books, old Malibu books, all that kind of stuff is what's for free. And then I get it, I bring it home, I read it, I realize why it's for free because it's overprinted 90s stuff and it's not actually very good. And I am super satisfied with it because it had the best possible price. Zip, zero, nada, zilch, the freebie. Yeah, the dollar bin that used to be the 75-cent bin that once upon a time was the 50-cent bin. And you know what? Before I was shopping there, it was the quarter bin at some mysterious time in the past. That's just, that's inflation, man. So, we got X Mutants #2. #1 was a good setup. It introduced like all the characters, their world, really kind of like set everything up so that you know what was going on. And I see here, like just open it up to this 2-page splash, the X Mutants must die. The villain like is mutating people, hence why the heroes who are no longer mutants are called the X Mutants. Has nothing to do with the X-Men or the mutants, but it's a great way to kind of steal just a little bit of press from Marvel's titles. Which is funny because in a couple of years after this was published, Marvel bought Malibu. The evolution of power. Superman, Sunsoft. Oh, is that the no, the Death and Rebirth of Superman is called the Death and Rebirth of Superman, but I never played that game. That's one of the things I like about oh dude, these old comics. It's just flipping through and looking at the crazy ads. Yeah, that's definitely one heck of a shock when you're like you know, getting all like snuggly and stuff. All of a sudden you gotta grab your axe and go party because there's a giant mutant dude out there. X Mutants. They used to be mutants, but no longer. I don't know why, but that's kind of funny, but it shouldn't be funny. Anyway, this dude looks cool. He needs to put some pants on, though, if he wants to fight crime today. Kind of like Invisible Boy. They're going to have to get creative with camera angles, aren't they? Well, they are getting creative with camera angles right there. Look at that. Woo! It's like Austin Powers up in here. So this ought to be fun to read. Like, I have no expectations that it's going to be great or anything. I just kind of expect it to be okay. And while I'm on the topic, and since you're here, Ninja Weasel, I watched Kill or Be Killed, aka Karate Killer, 1977 and or 1980, depending on what source you look up. It was exactly what it says on the label. It is like a crazy bad guy from World War II, another crazy bad guy from World War II, getting karate teams together, and then absolutely just trying to murder each other with their karate teams while that guy has an army of armed guards with submachine guns hanging out. It was terrible. I loved it. I kind of want to watch it again. It was that bad. If you know what I mean. And I think you know what I mean. Nobody else may, but you probably do. Oh, man. Hey, I'm going to get a quick drink. You got to share the link with me? Oh, dude, it was just on Amazon Prime had it. It like loaded up Free or something like that. Kill or be killed. 1980. Let me see. Yeah, I just I went to some website that was like, yo, where can I watch this stream? And it was just there. Well, this claims that Prime wants to charge $1.99 to buy it. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Can I share the screen? Yeah, I can share the screen. See, man, you just go to Amazon, Kill or Be Killed. Watch now, free with ads. So there's like 6 ad breaks in it that are like a minute long. It's not that bad for advertisements. Like, you will like it. You'll hate it and you'll like it. Like, it's that good. So it was super easy to find. Didn't have to do anything shady or nothing, man. Because it is not the kind of movie that you actually probably want to own. Unless you're like this weirdo that's selling Blu-rays of it for $30 or whatever. Yeah, let me... Oh no. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was losing my Windows. Which is a terrible fate. You never want to lose your Windows. Found it. Good luck. Good luck, my friend. I think you'll like it. Because it's that... Dude, oh my gosh. Wait till you hear the sound effects. Like, whoever made this movie had definitely just watched The Bionic Man. That's all I'm going to say. All right. My next free book that I got out of the $1 bin is another Malibu book, Protectors #3. I was pretty sure I didn't have this one. And I was like, yeah, yes, please. Let's work on that Malibu collection. I mean, look at this. We got this like dude, and he's getting like chased by laser robots. We got like a Sabretooth knockoff over here. He's kind of balding, unlike Sabretooth. You know, Sabretooth would never go bald. Join the Marvel Dream Team. Dude, the Sega Genesis Spider-Man game, I was terrible at that. I don't know if it's a bad game or if it was just me. X-Mutants delivered directly to your door. We were just looking at that book. Funny how that works. These Malibu books, they always look like they don't look great, but they're always just like kind of pleasing to look at. And part of it is because they were the first ones to really get that digital coloring down. And they rode that train for all it's worth. I believe that's why Marvel bought them even. Yep, another issue Protectors. Look, these books were all jammed in together. My shop man was like, yeah, I see you found the hidden Malibu books. And I was like, yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir, I sure did. I am about to lose my voice. Holy moly. Give me a second. I'm going to get a cough drop. Okay, cough drop required. Sorry about that. And I like this little blurb. If death had a name, it would be Monday. In fact, I like that enough. I'm going to take a picture of that. Come on, camera. Technology. Do like 5 times zoom. Yeah, if death had a name, it would be Monday. Boom. How'd that turn out? Oh, yeah. I think that turned out pretty good. I'm going to use that somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it somewhere. Because I am definitely feeling that. Also, I think I just saw a familiar name in the cover art. Mike Diodato, inker. And yeah, cover artist Mike S. Miller. Look at that. And he did the cover of this too. He must have been the inker on it, huh? Dope. I guess if I ever run into the man at a convention, which is unlikely, I don't think he leaves his house, but if I ever run into the man at a convention, I'll have to get him to sign that. All right, gentlemen, and thank you for those likes, by the way. I saw I had several likes before the stream even started. I appreciate that. We're going to start talking about the stuff I paid for, but first, we got something really kind of goofy and weird that I want to get into, okay? Oh, I need to get another screenshot. Sorry. How long the Malibu stuff lasted? Malibu lasted... These series, their Ultraverse or whatever they called it, like that was around from like 91 or 92 up until Malibu got bought by Marvel in 95, I think. So they lasted a couple of years. You can go look. The different series last different amounts of time, and some of them were more successful than others. Like Nightman had a TV show. Saxophone playing Batman. I mean, what else do you want in your life? Okay, let me share my screen again. So I saw this on the Rags Discord, and I might do a separate video about it. But I thought this was kind of weird. So apparently there's this platform for buying stuff called Whatnot. And I'd heard of it, but I'd never looked at it until earlier today. And I took a look at it. And I found this seller, Toad's Comics. It's actually one word on Whatnot. And dude is selling what's got to be the weirdest thing. Alright, so like the initial... What I saw, this is the screenshot I saw. I didn't approve these. My art is getting printed without my permission. Do not support this. They stole my art, trying to make a profit. Nothing gives proof of print. Yada yada. Hey, get this. This is Toad Comics and Whatnot. Let's just drop this down. Can I make that go away? Hide. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. So if you look, this is what's being sold. All right. Custom covers only. No book inside. So this dude is just selling mocked up comic book covers. Like he's taking other people's art, he's slapping the trade dress from the actual books on top of it, and then selling it. I got a screenshot. Somebody bought I believe it's this one right here for $24. I hid the person's name because I don't want them getting in, like anybody get mad at him or whatever. But like that, this was the number 28. Was a Harley Quinn cover, and dude paid $24 for what's basically an unauthorized print with trade dress on it. Absolutely blowing my mind, and we need to stop showing that before YouTube gets mad at us. I think that'll be okay, but maybe not. We might have just got in YouTube hot water. So that's absolutely the weirdest thing I've seen. Like, you could have just printed that out for yourself. Or taking it down to like, Kinko's or something. They still exist, right? And had them printed out on nice glossy paper, and it probably would have cost you less than $24. So I don't know why. I guess that's kind of what I'm coming down to is why. Like when I first saw this stuff, let me put that Facebook post back up. Like when I first saw this, I assumed that the dude was like taking the covers off of books, you know? He was pulling the staples out and replacing the cover with custom covers. Like, I thought that's what was going on. And that's not it at all. He's just selling a cover. And he's not even like wrapping it around the book for the person. So I'm just kind of like, what service is even being sold here, you know? Aside from pirated artwork. Absolutely wild. And it's funny because this follows on the heels of somebody I know trolling. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. And this. So I know the person who pulled this off in on a Facebook group dedicated to something that's killing the children. He made this as an April Fool's joke. I mean, you can see it's just printed out on a regular piece of paper. He creased it, April Fool's, but he wasn't showing the April Fools when he first showed this. He didn't even claim he bought or anything. He was just like laying on the counter, polybagged. And that set off like a little firestorm here in that particular Facebook community. So over here, it's being used like that kind of shadiness is just being done for funds. Like nobody made any money, nobody actually got hurt. So people got concerned or kind of panicked. Hats off to you. Not only did you get me, but you got Boom and the artist as well. Would have a way to usher the artist into the group, and by pulling such a joke, like it's a good joke. Nobody's actually being hurt. There's no damage. There's just some laughs, and at the end, everybody gets to slap each other on the back. And you know what? Maybe the person who pulled this off owes, the artist, like a drink, you know? But just coming out and being like, yo, I am selling somebody else's art? Come on, bruh. Come on. Don't be that way. Anyway, that digression aside, we got some comic books to talk about. Actually, you know what? Let's look up to answer your question, Jackson Zelda. Let's see. The Ultraverse line was launched in June '93. Roughly around the time of Image and Valiant. In fact, Malibu printed and did all the publishing work for the first couple Image issues. And then they got bought by Marvel in '94, so like 2 years. Marvel canceled the entire Ultraverse line. Relaunched some of them, yeah, that's true. Yep, Volume 2 started with Number Infinity. I have a couple of those issues. Here we go. So X-Mutants went from 92 to 94, so 18 issues. And this is X-Mutants Volume 2. There's a Volume 1, which is a black and white comic, kind of like Dinosaurs for Hire was. Protectors lasted almost 2 years. This is actually a little less time than I expected. So I'm just kind of looking through here. A lot of these books just lasted like a year, man. Here we go. Prime was kind of long running. I got a bunch of issues of that. So was Nightman. I got a bunch of issues of that. Mantra got a relaunch. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Marvel published issue of Mantra. Mantra. So it looks like 2 years is how long the longer running ones actually ran. Wasn't Prime created by yeah, that's who I thought it was created by. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate. Why did I remember that, Brain? Why did you remember that? But I got a couple issues of that. I got a couple issues of Nightman. I've done reviews of a couple issues of Nightman, actually. Surprisingly good stuff. Had a lot of fun. Yeah, hey, and I'm glad we looked this up. We got to set the record, you know? Not that anybody comes to my streams for the record, but theoretically, somebody could. Maybe. Give me a second. I'm going to take a little drink here, and then we will start talking about the comics I actually purchased here, like Black Cloak. Okay. So now, you might remember, if you watch my reviews of it, Black Cloak. And here's kind of how my reviews went. Review number 1. You know, I read this and then I completely forgot about everything that happened in it. So then I read it again because I had issues 2 and 3 to read. And it turned out I actually liked it. That's how my review for number 1 went. It is a weird, like, fairy world detective story. Like, you got elves, fairies. We open up, or the last issue ended with them, with our detective lady going in to, like, talk to mermaids. And these are, like, you know, the nasty mermaids. The, like, we will cannibalize you kind of mermaids. Oh, wow. I love the color palette on this page. And the, like, watercolor whatever's going on. Oh, they're, like, mesmerizing right there. That's a cool effect. But, it's like a murder mystery set in that. Like a fairy world. Kind of like, you might remember Sparrowhawk from a few years ago, which was like Fairy Fight Club. And that was pretty cool. Like, I'm actually really enjoying reading this book. It's a lot of talking. But it's mostly a lot of talking because it's like weird fairy politics and stuff. And there's like some actual like hard-boiled detective action in it here and there. Like, it's been interesting. Like, I guess I just like the world. And the story is a good way to introduce the world. But it's been a blast, man. Gosh, I just mentioned Sparrowhawk. And now I want to go read Sparrowhawk again. That book was a lot of fun, man. Like, that description of Fairy Fight Club is like the best way to describe that book, because that's exactly what it was. There were fairies, and every one of them was trying to murder every other fairy that there was. And our protagonist was a human who got sucked into the fairy world when the fairy queen escaped through a mirror into the real world and took her place. And the book basically ended at the start of the story, like it was a kind of a cyclical tale. It was really good stuff. Unfortunately, Black Cloak is not like the prettiest book to look at. So I don't know that there's a whole lot of like joy to be had from just flipping through it on stream. But one thing that there is going to be a lot of joy about, and I got to look at every page before I show it to you, that I look at here, because this book has gotten me a couple of times in the past for Ghibli bits flopping around. That's right. Barbaric Hell to Pay number 3, which really should just be Barbaric number 10. I don't know why we're doing like 3-issue miniseries and a random one-shot when we could have just had one series and lived happily ever after. Okay. That's pretty cool to open up to. Great use of color. Like, we got like kind of a scene up here. We got this great use of color with all this like dark surrounded by that red. It's the monsters from Pitch Black again. Who knew they'd show back up? I did. No, actually I didn't. I didn't know that. All glory to the Ghibli bits. No, not on my stream. You can do that. You can do that on any other stream. Just not here on my stream on YouTube. So that's our hero Owen. That's his ex-girlfriend who's dead, Deadheart, which is kind of a ironic name when you're already dead. Can I show this? Yeah, alright, good. The book has, like, the line art's great, but the use of color, all these weird tones and stuff that they're picking, these oranges and things. pretty fantastic. To a great extent, it's more of a Conan comic than modern Conan comics. Which, that sounds kind of crazy, right? Like, a Conan book literally has Conan in it. But a lot of that material's not actually all that great. At least not the ones made since Dark Horse stopped having the license. I actually don't know who has the Conan license for comic books anymore, because Marvel lost it. That's why Conan stopped showing up in Savage Avengers like 5 issues ago. So it was like 8 months now? Who knows? Got anything else really cool? Yeah, just look at this, man. This book just looks great. Like, don't you just want to like pick this up and just be like, oh man, look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Look here. The whole freaking crowd, and just look at this stupid little like lizard monster over here. Like, was he a horny toad or something? Like, come on, dude. Barbaric just looks good. We're gonna put this right on top of Black Cloak and just pretend Black Cloak doesn't exist anymore. Then I got I missed issue 3. I had to get my shop man to try to order it for me, so hopefully I'll get issue 3 in like a month. But yeah, Batman Adventures Continue, Season 3, Number 4. Because why have an easy like title of the book when you can make the title very long? Is this a continuation of like the last issue, or is this like a standalone? Might be a standalone. Looks like we got the Suicide Squad in here. We got Captain Boomerang, Katana, Amanda Waller, Harley. Poor her. King Shark. As not to be confused with Great White, who's a Batman villain and not nearly that cool. That's the mayor's son, right? He like became a supervillain at the start of this season. Oh, Hugo Strange? Like, what is going on here? We just got like every Batman villain like hanging out. And I like the paper. It's a matte finish instead of a glossy. It actually looks decent under this lighting. You know, you're not getting like glare right here and right here. It's just kind of washed out. Bro! Okay. This is funny because this is just a house ad because Turner owns Warner Brother and Turner owns TNT and TBS, and the show airs on TBS. But just like seeing the Elite over here in a comic book is a hoot. I'm not going to watch that show though. Like, I don't really want to watch like wrestling, the reality show. I want to watch like wrestling. We just threw somebody off of a building. The show. Batman, Catwoman, showdown. I guess the marriage didn't last, huh? Oh, Chips Zdarsky's right. Yeah, the marriage definitely didn't last. Dawn of DC. What does that even mean? Like, how many times can you dawn the characters over and over again? I don't know, man. I just don't know. What I do know, though, is I got... Oh, hold on. This song has lyrics. Can we just skip this one? Just zip ahead a little bit here. All right. There we go. I got one more book that I bought today. So yeah, hopefully I get issue 3 here in a couple of weeks. Noctera, issue number 13. That is the 13th issue. And I opened it up. I couldn't resist. I opened it up off camera, and yeah, Blacktop Bill, he's gone full Slender Man, and it looks great. I am here for whatever the heck is going on in this book. Like, none of this makes any sense. I don't understand any of it, but this Tony S. Daniel art looks great. I really like Blacktop Bill's complete flat black design. It's just... that being completely non-reflective, like just standing out from your environment thing is... oh my gosh! Bro! They took a chunk out of his head, and he doesn't even seem to notice and or care. Dude, I gotta flip over. Let's look at something else in this book. What the flip? Okay, I'm gonna shut that. That looked like major spoiler Roonies right there. I don't know what it was I saw, but it was crazy talk. And I want to go read the book. I absolutely want to go read the book. My dudes, I think I must have been talking kind of fast tonight. I thought we were going to take longer to get through all this stuff than we did. But we didn't take longer. We just blazed. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I didn't sit down and show off a bunch of Barbaric, like, for long periods of time, just going, oh my gosh, because I was just, like, too happy to see it. I'm too happy to see all the art in these books. They all look nice tonight. They really do. Okay, maybe not Black Cloak. Maybe Black Cloak looks kind of plain, but the rest all look pretty good. I'm going to pull up Malibu stuff again. Yep. This move led Malibu to be ahead of DC for a minute. I have no idea what that is. The Mighty Barbarians from Ablaze? See what we get when I search for that. Oh yeah, Michael Morecci. You're right. We can show this. New ongoing for Barbaric's Michael Morecci. Drawn by Giuseppe Cafaro of Suicide Squad, Red Sonja Fathom. So probably decent art. Launch from Ablaze and their April solicits and solicitations. Issue 1 includes covers by a lot of people. They loot, they plunder, they conquer. It's what they do. They do it alone until now, when an unstoppable force starts assuming one more after another. Source with Morgan Le Fay uses her magic to assemble a team of skull-cracking warriors who must somehow work together to save all existence. There's... Okay. This sounds like that might be interesting. And the mightiest of warriors, Kull? You mean Kull the Conqueror? Bruh. Is this... Are they just stealing, everybody's character? Like, are all these other characters from other stories? Anansi, Burka, Nanook? Are these all, like, Howard characters or something? I'm not familiar with any of these dudes except Kull. That's interesting. That is definitely interesting, Mr. Jackson Zelda. Probably a little late for me to try to get a pre-order in for that, but I'll take a look at it when I see it land on the shelf. Flip through it at least. Interesting. That's more interesting than what we're going to look at with Malibu. Anyway, I do got my pre-order slip for graham crackers here. Let's take a look at this. Maybe there's something in here I want to get. Although, I'll be honest, probably not. Because, like, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing, like, the only interesting thing about this is, okay, there's two interesting things. One is it's steel, but two, it's written by Michael Dorn. But I'm probably not going to be in on that. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Ultimate Invasion, don't care. The Death of Gwen Stacy reprinted, don't care. Spider-Man. Yeah, we're batting 0 so far. Here we go, indie books. If I had actually read Battle Chasers, I'd probably be into that. That'd probably be fun. But Battle Chasers is super expensive. At least I think it is. Sin of Sultan. Ooh, is this a heist story? Professional thief living off the grid is recruited by his brother for one last job. Their target, an armored car, travels down a desolate stretch of California highway when it turns out that their target is carrying not gold bars but human cargo. Is plunged into a conflict between warring factions of a doomsday cult. Yeah, okay. I'm not interested in that anymore. Creed, oh, that's the movie. Okay. Fence Redemption. Competitive fencing. Oh, okay. I know the book. That's been printed for a couple years now. Pen and Ink, a deluxe art-focused format featuring swing black and white interior inks with artist commentary. Begin your collection with this premium reformat. Something is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're reprinting Something Is Killing the Children at a higher price. Oh no. Wild's End, journey to alien-occupied interwar England, courtesy of award-winning creative team of Dan Abnett. Out at sea during the invasion, our crew of unlucky voyagers returns to a world they once knew. Their once good seaside home now occupied by alien invaders, combining a rich cast of anthropomorphized characters and traditional black sad and aliens unlike any you've ever seen. I mean, that's interesting because the Dan Abnett part. I like his writing. Betty Page, written by Mirka Andolfo, but not drawn by her. I don't know. Man, sorry. I know I'm totally like blocking the light with my big fat head. I'm sorry about that. Lunar Lodge. Marriage is an easy, especially when your spouse is hiding a monstrous secret. The Lunar Lodge calls to confirm her stay. Rob's hides his shadow's wife to the hotel, but finds more horror than he thought. Soon discovers there's much more to blah, 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 blah. Okay. Is there even anything in here? Savage Squad 6. Starfinder, Angel's Drift. In the science fantasy universe of the best-selling Starfinder roleplay. I've never heard of this. Starfinder? Bro, Ninja Weasel, have you heard of Starfinder before? Or whoever's out there? Like, this is not ringing a bell for me. Starfinder. Does anyone give me anything? Oh, is it Pathfinder in space? It was like the Pathfinder version of Spelljammer? Or what? Is this just a sci-fi like game? Shares its setting with Pathfinder, set in the far future of Galarian. Planet Pathfinder was on a mysteriously disappeared in a thing called The Gap. This planetary experience lost all research footage from returning interfering with previous events in Pathfinder timeline, while also acting as the foundation of their own timeline because it shares its past with. Yeah, this just looks like Spelljammer. This is totally Spelljammer. This doesn't look sci-fi. This is like sci-fi stuff with fantasy stuff. Okay, well that's cool. I am not going to be getting that book, but that's definitely kind of cool. Squeaky chair, baby. Victory. She started as Vampire's lover and ended up as Demon's Ring. She can't get rid of. Encounter goes to an old friend. Open to me dimensional gateways. It's not written by Christopher Priest, so I think we can avoid this one. Ancient Enemies, the greater good. Out of the page of Ancient Enemies, learn the origin of. Okay, I don't care. Okay, you got me. You got me. They got me with Svengoolie. I watch this stupid show like every week unless it's a rerun I've already seen like 3 times. Brynmore, recently divorced and sober, Mark Turner has returned to his hometown looking for a second chance. He'll rebuild the old church into a home. The locals let him, but Turner Island has a secret one tracing back to when it was named after Mark's ancestor. Who? Okay, I don't care. You're not actually telling me anything about this. You're just saying a guy's going home and things are weird. Like, give me a little more. Give me something useful. Like, was his ancestor a vampire? Godzilla, Here Be Dragons. No. Ooh, I like Andrea Moody's art. And not so featured with climbs. You absolutely just lost me there. Okay, well, moving on. In Heck We Fight. Life in Heck is an easy game trying to torture you for all eternity. Monsters want to eat you, and it's almost impossible to get ice cream. You just lost me because this is being too flip. Click, Click, Boom. Meet Sprout, a mute assassin who communicates exclusively through Polaroid. Okay, we're moving on. Void Rivals, the blockbuster Oblivion Song team. Okay, we're out. I didn't like Oblivion Song. I thought Oblivion Song was just kind of mediocrely okay. So they got me on one book. They got me with the Svengoolie book of all the possible things they could have got me on. If you don't know who Svengoolie is, he's a horror movie host. He's like the last one still going. I've already decided I'm not watching this one because I'm pretty sure I've seen him host This Island Earth before. But that's Svengoolie. He tells really bad jokes that aren't funny. He sings badly. And he tells more jokes that are not funny. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not really sure why I am watching Svengoolie, actually. It is funny when he actually shows a good movie, like when he had Godzilla from 1954, or 56 on. Like, that was funny because it's like he'd had a running gag about people that were on Perry Mason, i.e., the show Raymond Burr was on, but he didn't like really call that out in the show and do the gag because the show was older than the gag. Womp, womp, womp. All right, my friends. I think we did it. We made it to about 10 o'clock. We made it to where I wanted to go, which actually, I don't know how we just spent like the last 10 minutes, but we somehow did. But I got to give Sven this much. Let's go back to his webpage. I got to give the man this much. He has made a career out of doing what he does. He has been doing this, since the late 70s, since the original Svengoolie retired after just a couple seasons on the air at a TV station in Chicago. And he has done this successfully. He's got like a cult following. And I guess one of the great charms of his show is he gets random celebrities to show up. Like Billy Mummy has popped up on there, guest a couple of times. Gilbert Gottfried, stuff like that. The voices of, was it both Wilma and Velma? Yeah, I think it was both Wilma and Velma, from the Flintstones, like they showed up. Just that kind of stuff is really fun. And when he's talking about the actors and some of the history behind stuff and all that, it's very interesting because you can go read that sort of thing. But why would you go read about like the production of This Island Earth unless you're just somehow already connected, to the movie by watching it? And so you just have him come in and tell you a couple things, and it's always kind of interesting and educational. And then he tells you a bad joke, and it makes you just roll your eyes. His show's very formulaic, and man, he's recycled. They bumped his show out like another half hour, so he is recycling all kinds of old segments from the 80s and the 90s. And let's just say they weren't any funnier back then than his modern program is. Anyway, you beautiful people that chose to spend some of your Wednesday night with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it muchly, much bigly even. You all take care of yourselves. I am going to get out of here and drink some more water because I think I'm dehydrated. So have a thumbs up, my friends. Boom. You know what's about to happen here. You're getting a thumbs up. And then I am going to get on out. Man, I'm just looking at. Oh, what happened? My stream froze. I'm just looking at the actual stream on my stream, and I don't think StreamYard is actually doing a good job of recording this stuff. That text is super duper blurry, and it is crystal clear in the preview window. I might go back to using OBS for this instead of StreamYard. First, the music quality in StreamYard isn't that great, and if it's just not going to show stuff the way it needs to, it's just look at that where it says Burnett over here. Like I can see the blur. Let me full screen this just to be sure. Yeah, that's not just my screen. That's just the video signal. Okay. I never really sat down and looked at this stuff from your perspective. I look at it through the preview window where it's all crystal clear. So I have to think about that. We'll probably won't make a change here for a while, but we might make a change soon. Anyway, take care. Thumbs up. Bye-bye.